Welcome to Ron Will's Money Matters, the best investment to make. Now, this is investment advice, right? And usually I don't like say, oh, invest in this or invest in that. Y'all know that. But I will make this advice. The best investment you can make is into yourself. Let me say that again, into yourself, not some stocks and bonds or real estate funds or crypto or any of that. That's not the best investment. Like, it can be an investment after you do the best investment. The best investment is in yourself and in your skills. Because see, here's one basic thing. If you want to invest in anything else, you still have to make money. If you want to make money, you have to have the skills to make money. You have to have the skills. Something I'm going to talk about next episode is you have to be able to make some product, create some type of product, or provide some service. But to even get there, you have to learn. You have to have some skills. You have to invest in what you can do. Let me be very clear about that. What you can do. Like, you have many people, they'll make their money being professionals. And when I say professionals, like they'll go to law school, medical school, they'll get an MBA, they'll get advanced degrees. That's an investment right there in themselves, giving themselves the skills to do high-level jobs. You know, engineers, they invested in their talent. They putting the money into themselves. Then when they make the money, they can invest in whatever. See, a lot of people, they'll say, well, you can get rich invested in stocks or, even though there's a lot of stuff with crypto, yeah, there's some people still like banking on it. Okay, well, how you going to do that without any money? And how you going to make money without any skill? Or you don't have any talent? You're not going to just sit there and just say, hey, I'm going to be rich. I'm going to be rich investing. Okay, how you going to buy that stock? You know? Or even if you're talking about, well, say, well, I ain't going to do that. I'm going to invest in real estate. Okay. How you going to get that loan to buy that property? Because the bank is going to be, first thing they want to know is how you make your money. They want to see your income sheet, your tax returns. If you got a business, hey, they want to see some things. They want to make sure they get their money back. How you going to make that money if you don't invest in your own talent? I want you to think about that. Because let's just be real. There's a lot of people out here, they don't really have the talent to make a lot of money. The best they can do is some low-level job. But you get a lot of people complaining about a low-level job and say, well, they don't pay anything. It's minimum wage. Okay. Like a cashier at some discount store or something. All right, that's the job you get. Okay. You thinking, oh, I want to make more money and everything. Okay. How you going to do that? Maybe you could work to be manager, but then that still might not be enough. You gotta do something to get better. Or even that example. If you want to still move up, you still have to work on your talent. And part of the investment is not just spending money on education, but working on yourself to get better. Let me use that cashier example. There have been people who've worked up from a cashier to like major executives in companies, grocery stores, retail stores. There's been plenty of people. I told you I've worked retail before. I'm gonna get into that this week too. But I've worked retail before, and I remember there's a high-level manager at the department store chain I was working at. But I remember when she first got started, she was just a part-time worker. But she invested in herself. She actually took classes. She learned what she had to learn, and she just kept moving up. See, that's the thing. She invested in herself. See, the biggest investment is, what can you do for yourself? It might be, if you can get a job and, you want to move up. Okay, you need to get a certification maybe. Let's just start there. All right. You got to have money for that. So the money, you need to be putting money aside so you can pay for those classes. Yeah, they got loans and everything too, but just the best way is to pay for the class, pay for the certification, Pay for the skills. Even going to college or something like that, or taking college courses. Yeah, you can get student loans and all of that, but we see what kind of trouble that is. Shoot, you might have to like invest there. And it might be a while. I've known a couple of guys who, shoot, they went through school by just getting a job after school. They got a job, were able to take some classes. They just took their time and got on through. Both are PhDs. They worked their way up, but they invested in themselves. So you got to invest in developing the skills to make money. And then all the other investments, you got the money for it. I mean, seriously, it's just that simple. You know, you like I say, you got some people say, well, I can make money on the stock market. Okay, how you going to do that? If you don't have a job, if you ain't bringing in money, even just a little bit of money, that's a tough road right there. There might be somebody who's done that. They just started out maybe with one stock and just kept building something, but that's a lot of skills. Now, if you invest in the stock market with $10,000 at a minimum, okay, you can start really doing some $100,000. But how you gonna make that money at first if you don't have the skill set to get paid that money? I want y'all to think about that. You know, invest in developing your skill set. Invest in developing your skill set. See, I'm going to tell you what, one of the things I've done now, I just mentioned I work retail. I'm going to get more into that this week. But that was actually an investment. Because like I said, it's not just money, but it's the skill somewhere. I was learning stuff. Now I can put, if I chose to, I could say, you know what, I don't want to do this anymore. And start like some retail stores or something. Because I know everything to do, but that's an investment. And you know, an investment could just be into your health so you can actually physically work. If I needed to, right? I could work in a warehouse. I can physically work in a warehouse because I invest in my own health. So that's the thing. So the best investment is in yourself, your health, your skills, your mental health, anything to make you better. Then you can make money. Then you can invest in everything else. Everything else, no matter what it is, you can get that real estate. You got the money. You can buy those properties. You got the money. You got the credit score. And that's another investment. Working on your discipline with your credit to build your credit. Shit, you can get some things. They don't even look at your income. When I got this spot, they didn't even look at my income. They just looked at my credit score and gave it to me within 30 minutes. It might have been shorter than that, but I'm saying when I checked back 30 minutes later, they said you approved. Boom. But I invest in myself. I learn things. You know, get the skills, take the class, whatever it is, don't matter what it is. Invest there, develop yourself, and then you can invest in other areas. That's the best one, because if you don't have the skill set to make money or to create a product, everything else is useless. Everything else is useless. You gotta make the money first, no matter what. But you gotta have a skill set to make the money. Invest in yourself. Take the classes, take the courses, invest in your health. Invest in your knowledge, read the books, whatever you got to do to make the money. And then everything else falls into place. All right? So y'all know the deal. Let's go make that money.